snow melted. I walked on the grass a little bit, but where I was, there were too many dogs outside, so we got a lot of barking. I think when I do that, I'm going to have to go to the park. Not too far away. But tonight, we have decades of cookbooks from the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. And these are all from my grandmother, my great-grandmother, and my husband's grandmother. I love cookbooks, and I think they're a dying thing because of the internet. But I'd like to look through some of these with you because some of these are very interesting and they don't even make that stuff, some of the stuff that's in here anymore. So let's put these aside. The bread basket for the times you bake at home. Dozens of tested, easy recipes for fresh breads, rolls, and desserts made with Fleischmann's yeast. Copyright and copyright 1942 and 1943. So this is from the 40s. Let's see, I'm not quite sure if you can see that. But we'll kind of thumb through what we can tonight. And I think it's so neat to find what your grandma wrote. You know, not. I think cards should still be sent, letters should still be written, because that's something we can look back on, or our kids can look back on, and just have something, because I think it means something to me to have grandma's writing. I think it's awesome. Before you start baking, remember, yeast is a perishable food. It should be kept wrapped and in the refrigerator. Too much heat kills yeast. For all types of bread, use the new enriched bread flour. It contains extra vitamins as well as the right amount of gluten. Follow directions exactly. Shortening retards the growth of yeast if added at the wrong time. Use the quantity of shortening specified exactly when directed for best flavor and texture. All measurements should be accurate. Breads made with milk are more nourishing. All fresh milk should be scalded and cooled before yeast is added. This says no kneading, roll dough. So this, you don't have to knead the bread. Fragrant extra good cinnamon bread. Cinnamon bread. Holiday breakfast. Sugar plum loaf. Let this fragrant loaf be the star of breakfast. Start off with tokay grapes, orange and grapefruit segments, and grapefruit shells with scalloped edges. Then assorted ready-to-serve cereals with cream and brown sugar. Next, a holiday breakfast platter of scrambled eggs with chopped chives and tiny sausages, topped off with a sugar plum loaf and coffee. Cajun chicken. New Orleans style bread pudding with rum sauce. One, two, three, four cake. Strawberry rhubarb pie, cherry pie, apple. We have a coupon that expired in 2008 for Nutripel's Real Fruit. And then a recipe for buffalo chicken dip. Got salads. Hot fruit salad. I never heard of that one. Crepes. Overnight crunch coffee cake. I think butterscotch used to be a lot bigger back in the early 70s. I know my grandfather loved the butterscotch stuff, the pudding, everything. Butterscotch, pecan squares. Oh, that sounds good. Chocolate cherry chews. 1/2 cup Swifting shortening melted. 1/2 stick, 1/4 cup all sweet margarine melted. 1 1/2 cup sugar. 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. 5 Swifts Brookfield eggs. 1 1/2 teaspoon vanilla. 1 cup sifted cake flour. 3 1/2 squares, 1 ounce each, unsweetened chocolate and melted. 1 1/2 cups shredded coconut, and 1 1/2 cups of chopped candied cherries. I always make cookies in Christmas, but I haven't in a while since my kids are grown. Maybe I'll do something from here. I'm not sure if anybody's interested in an ASMR cooking video. Gumdrop. There's a cookie named Brock's. It's a spicy, fruited cookie. 2 sticks, 1 cup of Swift's Brookfield butter, 1 1/2 cups packed brown sugar, 3 Swift's Brookfield eggs, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, cloves, 3 cups sifted flour, soda, chopped nuts and raisins. icing on them of different colors. Living in the country, I could not get any coloring, so I bought some jelly beans and put one of each color in a separate dish with a little water, and it made very nicely colored icing with it. Straightened shoulder straps, company meals, for cleaning lantern chimneys. I always disliked cleaning lantern chimneys until I found that cleaning them with my hand in a paper bag made the task easier and much more agreeable. To brighten zinc top tables, they used kerosene and whitening. Will brighten the dullest zinc covered table. Apply it as a paste and wash it off with hot soapy water. Kerosene, does it say when this was published? Not yet, but these tips were from 1930. She saved the first aid guide for the Heimlich maneuver on infants, on yourself. Family Circle, 1992. Leaky faucets, faulty switch, broken plug, and running toilet. Forgotten recipes from the magazines you loved and the days you remember. So there was 11 printings of this book, and the first printing was in 1981. And the copyright for this book was 1981. The old kitchen. This oven that was installed in the wall and it had a very, very heavy oven door, was still in my grandmother's kitchen. She still used it. Worked like a champ. Here's inflation. In 1949, an article appeared in Leading Magazine, the subject of the cost of feeding a family of 3. According to this article, you could feed such family on $10 a week and feed them well. For $10, you could bring home enough groceries to provide the following week's menu: potato soup, beef liver, molasses sweet potatoes, buttered kale, sliced bananas, egg sandwiches, green pepper strips, carrot bacon egg sandwiches, beef stew, molasses cookies, macaroni and cheese, and creamed hamburger. I think I'd starve because I don't like liver. None of it sounds very good except for the macaroni and cheese. But back then I guess you ate what was made and available. So here goes orange juice and $3.19 for 2 quarts. These were 81's prices for bananas, 25 cents a pound. cents. I wonder if I were to go to the store and get everything that they listed, what it would cost today. Maybe I will take my calculator and just add it up. So in 1978, groceries totaled $33.49. This is an increase of 25% in 5 years. This is an increase of 320% since 1949, when they just cost $10. These are all the household items. And then we go into breads. 1937 soda bread. 1922 pork scrapple, pork shoulder, cold water, cornmeal, salt and pepper. 1928 griddle cakes, pancakes. Cheese griddle cakes, sour milk griddle cakes. Ugh. 1931 waffles. 1934 banana waffles. Chocolate bread. Ooh, that sounds good. Peanut butter bread, soda bread. Soups. Cream of onion and cheese soup. I don't know. Man, I don't think I can eat that. Rice soup, golden soup. It's squash. Timbales and Joe shells. What's that? Oh, salmon. Beat the eggs just so the yolk is white and mixed. Add the milk, which has been mixed with the seasoning. Then add the salmon and pimento. Oh my god, that sounds absolutely horrible. Green pea, tomato, spaghetti. Yeah, I don't see anything in this book that I would be interested in trying. Sun cold coconut cake, lamb, pot roast, barbecued steaks, kidney pie, popcorn cookies, rice pudding, oh, toffee cookies, 1/2 cup of bacon fat, and cream of tartar, bacon fat and cookies. There's some pretty interesting stuff going on. Carrot pudding. Butternut. 1870 sweet potato pudding. Yeah, no wonder everyone fit into very small clothes back I need to leave this out for Thanksgiving because we always have tons of turkey left. Pot pies, that's a good idea. Thanksgiving pot pie, Chinese turkey salad, light cranberry mousse, yummy. The Lonesome Dove, I remember that. Reese Witherspoon, Nia Peoples, Oliver Reed, William Peterson, Louis Gossett Jr., Ricky Schroeder, Barbara Hershey, and John Voight. I used to have a big crush on Ricky Schroeder when I was young.